Et bonjour tout le monde, c'est Benjamin et bienvenue. Ça va faire quoi? Un mois que j'ai pas joué. Et je vous cache pas que je sais même plus comment on joue, hein. Ah si, on change comme ça. Ok, et donc du coup je dois me rendre... Donc j'espère que vous allez bien après cette longue absence de ma part. Je suis complètement désolé. Je sais plus comment je lock. J'essaie de me remettre un petit peu. Ouais, c'est bon. Je m'en rappelle un tout petit peu, mais ça fait vraiment très longtemps que j'ai pas joué. Je vais juste mettre un petit chrono, histoire de rentrer de nouveau dans les let's play de manière intelligente. Ah, alors c'est R1 pour esquiver. Je sais plus comment je lock. On arrive à Embrume.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Nothing but loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows chick like...
Qu'est-ce qu'il
I
dit lui?
ain't got much, but what's mine is yours, for a price.
Mais c'est de la merde. Qu'est-ce que tu me vends? C'est de la merde. Bonjour monsieur. Amateur de ragots.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There've been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could...
Ok.
Word is, Port Isolde's closed their gates to all but the Highborn, and now a great camp sprung up along...
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen him, didn't you? At least I think they was the Black Shields.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. If only we were. I might have turned him in.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out. Greetings, friend.
I know that.
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial...
Don't you go telling these strange... I speak for the people of this village, and you are to leave Amber.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us off. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, this village.
Ça se comprend, ça se comprend. Moi je suis d'accord avec le vieux.
East.
Then we shall be on our way.
Les discussions sont...
These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate...
Obedience.
Are you all right?
We still don't know who the Black Shields are.
Well, whoever they are, but other than Martha, a new ally would certainly be welcome. Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Allez, on poursuit notre route. On va essayer de faire quelques petits affrontements.
Come on. This pass
Ta
will
ta
take
ta
us through the
ta ta ta
mountains.
ta ta ta.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Ever since the Apollo tree, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is breaking them?
The mother crystals collapse.
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
On va passer par là, je sais pas si c'est le bon chemin. Non, je sais qu'il y a des ennemis. Ah c'est bon, j'ai trouvé comment loquer. C'est vrai que les combats se passent un peu les doigts dans le nez hein, pour les...
More of my mother's men.
Ah bah voilà, gain de niveau. On est niveau 26. It's a trap.
It's over.
Il y a du sang.
Blood, Clive.
Ce blood.
Still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
Ah, il y a un
You know
magicien.
who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks.
On va s'occuper du magicien en premier.
Dwell in darkness, that we may
Say that again.
I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria. Stay down.
Bah dis donc, c'était easy hein.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Pardon.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Éliminer les chevaliers noirs, se rendre au truc de naval. Bon, il va y avoir des ennemis là-bas, vous vous en doutez. Ah non, même pas. Est-ce qu'il y a des trucs là? Non. Bah écoute, on va se rendre au village.
Find something, boy. Death.
Ah non, c'est moi qui ai pété. Ah. Ah ouais, quand même.
This was my mother's doing.
On les connaissait ou pas les gens?
But why? would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Je sais pas s'il y aura des choses là-dedans. On peut se balader un petit peu, hein, mais... Il y a un cadavre ici. Ah, si, il y a un petit coffre. Des trucs. Est-ce qu'il y en a un autre là-bas? Non. Il y a des cadavres de partout, hein.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosabeth.
Merde! On fait quelques combats, hein. Ça ne rapporte pas forcément grand chose, mais bon. Ah, il y a des mecs là-bas. Est-ce qu'ils sont... Non.
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all ravens.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us passage back to our...
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
Ah, il y a une capitale là-bas. Visiblement. Il fait une chaleur à mourir, messieurs, dames. Je crois que ça doit être la journée la plus chaude de l'année, quoi. Qu'on est en train de vivre. Je suis dans le noir. Et je crève de chaud. Petit chat aussi. Petite praline. Hein? Bah ouais, petite praline, elle meurt de chaud aussi.
Time to fight.
Ah si, il y a un petit truc là-bas. Voilà. On essaie de progresser un peu dans l'histoire, quoi, mais c'est... Ah, il y a une petite plante. Ah, il y a un autre village ici.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened.
On peut peut-être rentrer là-dedans, non? On va voir.
We should start with the main gate. See where that gets us.
Bon, les portes sont fermées.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy! Voice-friends dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here.
Oh, get enough
Fuck off.
Font chier tous ces migrants.
I said, where were you, filth? Back to your stall. Cut you down where you stand.
Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Ah voilà, tout ça pour ça.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble.
Oh, punaise.
The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for. Now we know why the refugees didn't come here.
Keep looking then.
Vous allez pas me faire croire que maintenant la porte, on peut y passer. Oh punaise, sans déconner. Ça c'est honteux, hein.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Des brigands.
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out. Or not.
Et bah l'autre il a fait un vol plané en arrière là, en ralenti. Intéressant.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
Il a changé, ouais, il a pris un peu de poids. Hein.
We can speak inside.
Bah, les autres, ils sont pas morts.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord. But in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son?
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
Eh ben.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Telling me that's the Archduke's son.
You are welcome to what little we have managed to salvage.
À chier, à chier, à chier. J'ai combien? J'ai 46 000 et ça vaut 26 000. Ça fait quoi? Fait monter la jauge de transcendance 3% plus vite quand les attaques sont infligées. 3%, c'est pas énorme.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge. And sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of... While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in...
How small exactly?
Small enough. Now that I have you and Lady Jill for company.
But until we arrived, that was your plan.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade.
There is but one thing which will grant them putting an end to the Black...
And so we shall.
Un personnage temporaire vous rejoint dans l'équipe. Ok.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Look at me sideways.
Come along now.
The bastards are lucky on you.
Oh bah j'ai bien fait de prendre en machin là.
On your command, my lord.
Be safe.
Allez. Encore le chevalier noir.
I told you.
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog could guard aught against the might of the... Die along with your flesh!
Allez, vas-y, on se bat.
Forest area!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Allez, il meurt.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Ah, il y a un...
Dragons.
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
On va s'occuper de lui. Merde. Voilà, parfait. Ah!
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Putain, mais j'essaie d'esquiver, bordel!
So wait.
Found her. There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him? To me, boy. Yes, boy. Help me, boy. Now, Gorgo! Too slow. Let's try.
Putain, mais j'essaie d'esquiver, sac à merde! Putain, mais j'essaie d'esquiver! Ah putain, bah quand même. Ah bah punaise. C'était chaud, hein.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings.
Perhaps. But she'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people, we battled to preserve the flame that was, but for yet be that as it may, it is still our home. And we must
For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our heart, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard...
So Wade,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Astunas.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience.
Tu veux voir mon tonton?
Especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue!
Quoi?
You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
J'ai cru que c'était un bug.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddo in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
Putain, franchement, les relations humaines, elles sont bien traitées, hein.
You always were fond of that scene from The Saint and the Sanctuary. Never did let me place a crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Eh bien, parfait. On se déplace au repère et puis on arrête là. Hein. Parfait. Écoutez, j'espère que la vidéo vous aura plu. Après cette petite reprise, je vous cache pas que je suis pas plus emballé que ça de reprendre le jeu, honnêtement. Pour vous donner un peu de contexte sur la période sur laquelle je suis en train de tourner cette vidéo, il y a Baldur's Gate 3 qui est sorti début, il y a de cela 2-3 semaines sur PC. Et il sort très prochainement sur console et le jeu m'attire énormément. J'ai quelques petites craintes sur Baldur's Gate 3 sur son accessibilité parce que je suis très novice sur toute la partie jeu de rôle. Je connais 2-3 trucs quoi, mais pas suffisamment pour être suffisamment à l'aise avec le jeu. Donc j'espère que le jeu ne va pas me perdre. Mais il y a des fortes chances pour que je laisse le jeu Final Fantasy XVI pour Baldur's Gate parce que j'accroche plus à Final Fantasy XVI tout simplement. Le rythme est trop haché, il y a des moments de bravoure incroyables, mais il y a des phases un peu ennuyantes quoi, et je trouve que c'est assez mal rythmé, clairement. Donc et ça traîne en longueur pour pas grand chose et c'est répétitif, etc., etc. quoi. Est-ce que j'ai récupéré ma vie moi? Je sais pas. Écoutez, j'espère que la vidéo vous aura plu. Et moi, je vous dis à très bientôt pour un prochain épisode sur Final Fantasy XVI. Allez, ciao ciao!